Well, hello world, I'm Jesse.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Dallas.
We're the Reshoots, bringing you our thoughts on Universal's first chapter in their dark universe, The Mummy. You guys should know that this is a spoiler review. I'm going to write the title. I'm going to make sure I put spoiler in there somewhere, which you saw before I even started talking. Anyway, what do you guys think?
In one sentence, I didn't really like it because I just didn't like the performances, and I feel like the tone wasn't very good. Also, just kind of some of the little quirks that they decided to do with the characters really turned me off.
I did like it. I thought it was fun. They tried to do a lot more than they needed to, but I was fine with it because the stuff they tried to add in, I enjoyed. So I liked it.
Yeah, I was probably more excited for this than any of us here because I was a fan of the old school monsters. I've always have been. I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine.
I'm not a fan of this. So I've never even watched The Mummy when I was a kid because I was afraid. I don't do scary movies. So
Actually, I thought the movie had me for about the first hour. First hour I was in. I thought it was a cool, fun, kind of Indiana Jones throwback, action-adventure sort of movie. And it had me. It was in. It was...
From the beginning... Sorry, I interrupted you.
How dare you.
I know!
I'm okay with our main character's a jerk. I'm fine with that. My only problem was that he never really grew from that throughout the movie.
Yeah,
he just kind of stayed a jerk, but he was our hero.
Yeah, and now he's a jerk with superpowers.
Now he's a jerk with superpowers.
What was Jake Johnson's character?
Chris?
Chris.
Yeah,
he was the best friend from An American Werewolf in London. I don't know if you guys have seen American Werewolf in London, where they do literally the exact same thing with the best friend character.
Really?
Where he's a ghost hunting our main character the whole time.
Oh, no, I haven't. But you know what? He was the only thing I liked about this movie. He's playing Nick from New Girl, and I'm here for it.
Oh, no, we're gonna die! Please, Bill! Let me think! We're gonna die because of you! Just let me think! What? I'm thinking... What are you thinking? I'm thinking we're probably gonna die here. I knew it!
Even
Sorry.
though in this one, Tom Cruise is named Nick, which
Yeah,
is weird.
which is so confusing for me
Because he keeps saying Nick.
as a New Girl fan.
I'm convinced that if Sophia Boutella ever gets a chance to act in a movie, she'd be great.
Dude, I can't wait till Atomic Blonde. But that's not on topic.
This movie also has a blonde in it.
Yeah.
She's less atomic.
Yeah, she wasn't much of anything in this movie.
No,
Annabelle.
Annabelle.
Annabelle Wallace.
That's the
Annabelle
actress.
Wallace.
Her name is...
Annabelle Wallace.
No. Jenny Halsey. That's the character's name.
Okay,
More people
I thought
Really?
Tom Cruise did well in this movie. The dude always commits to his roles. He commits to this one. Is he just playing Tom Cruise? Yeah, he's just playing Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
But he plays Tom Cruise well.
He was charming. I'll give him that, but I didn't like his character.
That's my thing is I don't know if we were supposed to like his character or not. Because they do establish him as a jerk. And other characters acknowledge that he is a jerk. But he's also our hero.
This
So-
is called the Dark series. So
The Dark Universe.
Sorry, the
Oh,
Dark Universe.
let's talk about that. The fact that they have a logo already. First thing you see, it's the Universal logo. Universal logo spins
Oh,
around
yeah,
the Dark
Universe.
Universe.
Yeah,
they are
that's
ripping that
cool.
Band-Aid off quick.
You gotta get it out there.
I thought the plane scene was the best scene in the movie. I thought that was awesome. That was one of the better plane crash scenes I've seen in a long time.
It looked cool, but it's also one of the scenes that you have to suspend your disbelief more because a guy who gets bit by a non-venomous spider dies next to everyone.
It was an evil non-venomous spider, Dallas.
He dies
You know,
next to everyone.
it was
They're
a
just
ma-
fine with
It's
it.
a
He's like, hey guys, I
cursed
think I'm
evil
dying. He
non-venomous.
dies.
Yeah, he
comes
wasn't
back.
dying quietly either. He was making noise
He was
and
groaning.
groaning.
He had black veins. He came back as a zombie and walked across the plane
He did.
and stabbed somebody.
Slowly.
Also, I love
Multiple
how
times.
this high-ranking
Slowly.
military officer would just let him stab him.
Oh yeah, we can't. You know how impossible it is to disarm a man with a knife when you're a fully trained soldier with a
They
gun.
all had guns. Anybody could have just pow, pow,
You
pow.
can't. No,
Which
he's got a knife.
eventually
We're
they
done.
did.
There were great scenes in this movie. The plane crash was a great scene. I
Yeah.
thought some of the scares worked really well. Some of them didn't.
I hate jump scares. I'm just like...
Me too.
It's a monster movie though.
One of them I saw coming, so I covered my face and I didn't have to jump. And the other one was like Tom Cruise jumping up out of nowhere, and I was like, that was not okay. I didn't want to watch this movie.
That's fair.
But we're doing a thing now on YouTube,
Yeah.
so we have to go see
I
movies.
watched the movie. They
Yeah.
were like, we're watching The Mummy, and I was like, we're watching
Cars
The
3
Mummy.
coming to you next week.
If there are any movies you want Gabby to see that she probably doesn't
Comment
want to see,
below.
comment below.
Yeah.
She doesn't like
comes at
scary
night.
movies.
I'm not watching.
It comes
this
at night,
scary-
47 meters down.
Not
Raw.
about to watch that.
Look it up.
We're not
Okay.
doing Raw.
We're doing Raw. Let's do Raw.
Okay, so you like the plane crash scene.
I did a lot.
I enjoyed the physicality of the plane crash scene. I really enjoyed
shot practically.
Yeah, I really liked the movement. It was excellent work.
That's what happens when you throw your actors in a plane and literally just send it skyrocketing
like,
to the ground. Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, here you go.
The scene was great. The birds flying through everything.
Terrifying.
Tom Cruise just tumbling.
Tom
was
Cruise
like-
yelling is
it
a
w-
weird thing.
He's just screaming.
It's
Like for
so
3
weird.
minutes.
Like, I gotta think, Tom Cruise has yelled in other movies before, right? You would think, but I feel like he hasn't.
But in the movie, it's a lot shorter. If you watch that trailer, he yells
He
nonstop.
really does.
No. You have to listen to it.
No,
It
no,
doesn't
no.
sound like a scream. It just sounds like he's good. He did a good.
The man has never screamed for terror in his life.
I didn't like this mummy. I think she was overly, like, randomly, unnecessarily sexual.
I agree.
Like,
Many evers.
I'm sorry.
No,
it was
I agree
too
with
much.
that,
No, it
actually.
was too much. Like, the last mummy did, like, take people's power by, like, sucking it out through, like,
Yes.
their mouths or whatever.
But
she,
not
like,
with a
grabs
makeout
them,
session.
makes out with them, and then, like, grinds up on their body, and I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
this,
Well,
I
even
didn't
the
like it.
the ritual, for some reason,
Oh yeah,
because
like
you cast
why
Sofia
was she?
Boutella,
Why was
has to
she
be naked.
Yeah,
Because neither of the other two mummies were naked.
I
during
forgot
that
about
thing.
that part. It
The,
was so
the 99
stupid.
mummy, literally, it happens because of him having sex. Yet he's never shown to be naked in that scene. This one was her killing a baby, which required her to be naked.
You don't want to get baby blood on your clothes.
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Boris Karloff was not naked.
like,
Thank
just,
God.
That was the 30s. Nobody could be naked in movies.
I liked the
Sophia
stoic,
Boutella.
badass woman in Kingsman, and I was hoping that that's what we'd get. And we got kind of like a stoic badass, but also like super weirdly sexual.
I love the mummy. I thought she was great. I didn't think about any of that when I was watching the movie. I was just like, she looks awesome. I love this actress.
You know what part was actually really terrifying? The church scene, or like Amonette finally full, or like not full power, but nearly full power. What do we think?
The two reasons you cast Sofia Boutella: one, random sexuality; two, ninja skills.
Yes.
And I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
really
She's
liked that.
awesome.
That's
That
the
was
Sophia
awesome.
Boutella I'm here
That was
for.
great.
Okay.
That was also the first time, not the last time, but the first time I thought of Michael Jackson's Thriller was in that scene. And she's got the four other, they're not zombies, they're mummies.
Is that what that is?
They prefer the term mummy. and blonde chick
Jenny.
comes
Hauser.
in and she's like, Tom! That's not his name, but it's his name. Tom!
Nick.
And
Nick.
all the
Morton.
zombies just turn like, I was waiting for the...
Honestly, yes, I did. When she brought all of her goons back,
Yep.
and they were just kind of like...
Like, I thought they were going to hop up and just start, like,
yeah.
going after him like that.
I got that too. Now we're going to talk about my favorite scene, the prodigium. They're walking in. They have Amonette in her, like, kind of weird bondage.
And her weird bondage. And yeah, I didn't like
So
that she was
it
vulnerable
was-
and a hostage in that scene.
I didn't like it either.
That took away
I
from
was
the
like,
threat
she
of the
should be an
mummy.
all-powerful mummy, but they needed her to speak.
There was also no justification for her being in that vulnerable position other than to set up the Dark Universe.
And see, I didn't know about the Dark Universe, so that whole prodigium scene, I was like, "This, what is this? This is unnecessary. Why
So
are
wait,
we
tell me.
here?"
Dark Universe. I'll say this. I
Say it.
really liked the things in that scene. I did not like that scene was in this movie. Like, when I saw the vampire skull, I freaked out. I thought that was awesome.
That
I saw
was really cool.
the creature from the Black Lagoon's hand. That
That
was
was-
awesome.
Yeah, that whole scene where they were going through the tanks.
But my
and,
problem
like,
is this is where the movie just grinds to a halt. Because this whole time we've had this really quick pacing. It's just boom, 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 boom. One thing right after the other. Kind of like our videos. But then in that moment, all of a sudden it just slows down to a screeching halt so we could talk about the Dark Universe. And it really felt like we'll be back after these messages kind of thing.
Yeah.
I didn't care about anything that Amonette was doing while she was tied up. That's my problem with the movie. Is that I don't care about the fact that she learned our language. Cool, fine, whatever. Every mummy in every mummy movie learns our language.
So
Pretty
cool,
quickly.
though.
That was cool. But other than that, her talking to Annabelle Wallace, you're going to learn what it's like to visit the other side when I killed you. Boom, drop the mic, I guess. And then later when she's flirting with Tom Cruise, which is just what she does throughout the entire movie, kind of care about that.
I mean, that's kind of
These are
important
chosen. Right.
for the movie.
But
like,
I mean, it was
the whole
established
thing.
already. There's two things that scene established that were already established, which is one, she's in his head. Two, she's got the hots for him because she wants him to turn into a god. We got that already before that scene. We'll get it again after that scene. We didn't need it in that scene.
But the switch between, Dr. Jekyll's very formal, posh accent to, like, Mr.
Cockney.
Hyde is Cockney.
Yeah,
I
that was
like
great.
that. It just very well. Not only did Russell Crowe's really good at playing like a good stoic man, but also like a drunk,
Oh, yeah.
like crazy or not crazy guy, but just like a drunk
Yeah.
everyman.
Even when I heard about his casting, I thought it was perfect. I loved Russell Crowe's performance as Mr. Hyde. I did not like him in this movie. I didn't think we needed the transformation in the movie.
Yeah,
That
that was
just-
unnecessary.
It was so random. It came out of nowhere, and it was again just there to set up this larger universe. But
Well-
it took away from the movie. How many times per hour does he have to take that injection?
Also, why is it so convoluted? Like, come on, man, you're being taken over by like a site. Like
Historically,
a
it's always like in a cup.
Or
And he just
He
takes a
goes,
drink.
Here we
Yeah.
go. I'm
No,
good."
And then it's
it
Polyjuice
has
potion.
to be a really, really complicated
goodness.
EpiPen. Like 1, 2, 3, and like in a special case. Why is it in a special case? Keep it in your back pocket.
know.
Like, what is wrong?
But he
with you?
takes one earlier, and we see him almost turn into Mr. Hyde even then.
Yeah.
He turns into, and then 15 minutes later, he has to take it again.
Yeah, I was like concerned. I was like, why is
How
he taking this so often? Make
Like, can
something
you not
better.
watch a movie? And
Aren't
like,
you a chemist?
can you go out to eat dinner?
Also,
Like,
you would think he would have a system where
In
he's
place,
always
right?
ready to
Yeah.
take it.
If you need it that often,
medicine,
just-
boom, here we go.
do you do the thing in movies where you hold your breath
No,
when the character's
hell,
underwater?
hell no. Oh no, I would be even more terrified.
I tend to do it. I made myself not for that scene because I was like, I'm just gonna have a panic attack.
She can't even breathe when she watches the movie. Jenny, she died.
That
She
was
did.
I didn't like that.
When
I-
she died?
Yeah,
I-
I was like, no. Yeah.
I actually like that. I thought, okay, finally the movie has like some balls to like kill her off, and then later in the movie there's a scene where Tom Cruise has to decide whether to sacrifice her and kill Set, or to unleash Set, what he's been told is the ultimate evil onto the world. in
through
order to-
his body, right?
Through his body, yeah, he's
So
like, if you do this, you will unleash him into the world and like cause untold chaos and darkness and whatever.
I thought that was kind of stupid.
To bring her back to life. He does that to bring her back to life. I thought he was going to make the more heroic decision of, no, you have to sacrifice her, you have to sacrifice yourself to contain the evil, and that was going to be his big arc. See, he is a good man after all, and they just didn't.
I thought that was kind of stupid because when they meet each other,
Mhm.
all we know is that they slept together once and they don't like each other.
Yeah,
And toward the end of the movie, for some reason,
they're
he's
in
like,
love.
I'm just going to bring in this ultimate evil for this woman.
Yeah, I think that's about it. What? Okay, so overall thought, last thoughts.
I didn't like it. It was weirdly sexual, tonally off. Not down. I don't recommend this movie.
I liked it. It was weirdly sexual. I had fun. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but go watch it if you want. I liked it.
I'd recommend it. If you're excited for seeing this movie, go see the movie. If you don't care, it's not worth your $12. It was weirdly sexual. The future of the Dark Universe. Are you more excited now? Are you less excited? Especially for you. Well, Gabby, you didn't even know about this until
Yeah,
you saw
I
the movie.
didn't know the Dark Universe.
So how do you feel now going forward? Do you want to see these movies?
It frustrates me that studios are starting to do these like big universe building tie-ins because Marvel's been doing it. Just because Marvel did it doesn't mean everybody has to do it. You've got Bride of Frankenstein, you got Invisible Man, you got Phantom of the Opera, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I think it's cool. I'm enjoying the prospect of it. This movie doesn't make me any more or less excited for it, but I just think it's weird that they're doing Phantom of the Opera and the Hunchback, since those aren't monsters. They're just
Yeah.
guys with deformities, and that's kind of
That's messed
that's
up.
in poor taste.
They'll
But
change it, I'm sure, for the movies. Like they're gonna
Hopefully.
end up.
Also, they should change the Dark Universe name.
Okay, I'm still excited because this was the original cinematic universe. They did it before anyone else did it back in the 30s and 40s. Wolfman, Dracula, Frank. These guys were all hanging out together. Abbott and Costello was in there. It's kind of the opposite feelings I had towards Wonder Woman, where I loved Wonder Woman. It didn't make me any more excited for the Justice League because it was one good movie.
Mm-hmm.
This was one bad movie. Doesn't make me any less excited for the Dark Universe because it's one bad movie. They can make better movies going forward. Looking forward to Bride of Frankenstein, which is the next one. All right, so I think that's it then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can find us at Instagram at the Reshoots. You can find us here on YouTube. Please comment, subscribe below. Do you want to give your handles?
You can find me at just Argetta Jesse on Twitter, Jesse Argetta on Facebook, or the Reshoots on YouTube.
Just find me here. Just find me on
I'm a very
YouTube.
private person.
No, you can find me on Twitter too. A king named Simba, spelled out like those words are spelled. Don't Snapchat me. I'm not gonna do that.
And I'm on Instagram as at dammit.gabby. So yeah.
You're gonna
Gabby.
bleep that out?
Yeah, she's on Instagram at bleep Gabby.
Cool.
Bleep it.
That's my Instagram.
Pull it. Pop it.
We'll see you guys
Twist it.
next time. Next review to come soon. Comment below. Please subscribe. We need those subscribers. And
We really do.
Don't
Yeah,
forget.
don't forget that fun out there.
Yeah, there we go. Bye.
Bye, guys. So let's talk about this. Please keep that, Jesse.
That'll be the blooper reel.
5, 4.
So let's talk about the scene where Jesse, stop it.
Okay,
I can't look at Jesse.
so don't look at Jesse.
I have to. You're supposed to talk.
Guys, stand up for
Oh my god. It's too late for this.
It's 1
Alright,
in
cool.
the morning.
I'm just gonna look at the camera when we start.
second.
Nah, I'm good. We start like this. So we're gonna talk about the scene in which the mummy beats up Tom Cruise for the first time. Jesse, we're gonna start with you.
Good.
We were so close. We were so close.